Okay. Welcome all for the Toastmasters meeting in Electron City Toastmasters Club. I am Deepak, Sergeant at Arms for this meeting. First of all, let us give a big applause to ourselves because on a Saturday evening we are here on our leisure time to improve ourselves to become the next edition of ourselves. Now I will explain the mission of this Toastmasters. So Toastmasters was started in 1924. The purpose of this Toastmasters is to improve the communication skills and leadership skills of its members. It brings confidence in in the members to perform in their day-to-day activities in professional and as well as in personal life. Now, to run a smooth meeting, there are certain rules we need to follow. Number one, keep your mobile in silent mode or switch it off. You have 5 seconds to do. In Toastmasters, we don't talk about sex, religion, and politics. So please refrain from discussing about this in this meeting. While in the meeting, keep silence while the speaker is giving his speech, his or her speech. Also, if you want to step out, ensure that don't disturb the audience while they are listening to the speech. Now I am handing over before that, let me introduce Mayola, our presiding officer. She is from Karnataka. She is part of Electronic Cities Toastmaster Club for the last 3 years. She likes to watch movies, listen to Bollywood songs, and she's planning or interested in learning some music instruments. Yet to find out which is the instrument he has to learn. Okay, so stage is yours.
Thank you and good evening to one and all present here. And good evening to the online audience as well. I can see one participant. How is everyone doing today?
Okay.
How are the backbenchers doing? So, Toastmasters, before I start, let me give you a small introduction of what Toastmasters is. Toastmasters, as we know, it's a forum for public speaking, where we all come as a club on Saturday evening from 4 to 6:30 and gather and invest our precious time on public speaking. It's not only a club, it's an international forum. So the audience can help me. When was Toastmasters first introduced? 1924. And by whom? Yes, by this way I don't mess up with the dates. So, and our club, Electronic Toastmasters Club, when was it first started? 2015-16, that's right. So we have completed 550 meetings and today is our meeting number 557. So with that thought, let me officially open meeting number 557 as open. So I welcome all the guests who have come here today and please sit back and enjoy the meeting. Any first time guests who have come here, may I request you to please come on stage and let us know what brings you to the club today and like what thought do you have to come here? Anybody? Yes, please. Even you are a guest, right? You can come there. You have come? Second meeting. Okay. Yes, you can come after. Your name? Mahesh.
Hi everyone, I am Mahesh Garal. So I'm currently working in Infosys. So I came here to improve my relationship.
Thank you very much. We have this. Online audience, I hope it's audible.
Hi everyone. Good evening. I am Umar Shankar. I came first time here. I came here to how to handle the stress. This is and in fact, my director referred me to go here so that you can know how to handle the situation. So this is that level we can understand how the Toastmaster is going. That's the reason I'm here. I'm looking forward to look at it. Thanks.
I think there are no other guests, right? It's from the first time. Anybody? Yeah.
Hello everyone, I am Sujal Mutse, basically from Yavatmal, Maharashtra and currently settled down in Bangalore. So the reason why I am here is to improvise my public speaking. This is my second time actually. Last time I joined online. So yeah, thank you.
Any other guests online? I think Senthil has already come. Like last meeting. Okay, maybe we can have your feedback at the end of the meeting. And I welcome you all and please keep coming to all the meetings and you can get in touch with Sachin, who is our membership, and he will tell you more about the club. So today's theme is very interesting, which is melodies of life. Music, it's an important thing, right? It is, we day to day require it. Day to day, how many of you listen to music almost every day? Yeah, almost. I am in the same bucket as you all. And I need music every day. And that trait, I think, comes from my mom. So in my house, it was the scenario is like my mom and dad are both like juggling for the TV. My dad wants news and my mom wants to watch music even when it's the World Cup happening, which is not a good thing. So that is how music is in my house. So yes, I think in India also music is celebrated. I mean, in every state we have different musics for every occasions. Like we have Lavani in Maharashtra, Garba in Gujarat, and so many other kinds of. Anybody wants to name any kind of music? Carnatic we have in South. Anybody? Or Orissa, yes, Odissi music. There are a lot of musics, and in all states we have this music, and we use it and we celebrate for different occasions. Anybody here in the audience who has learned to play any instrument, who knows to play any instrument? Online audience as well. Oh, yes.
I know guitar but not practice.
Okay. So now we should make a note. I was actually thinking who knows to play. From how long do you know it?
That will be it that I was practicing.
Okay. That's nice. Anybody else knows to play any instrument? Singing songs? Anybody? Oh, that's good that we have a member. So for me, I was always wanting to learn play an instrument because I know dancing somehow, but learning to play instrument was something never done from my end. And when in office there was a music day, which is 21st of June, and so we are having this meeting today. So whenever that day comes, anybody who knows to play an instrument come, and I don't know. Then every year I start thinking I'll go, but I was trying to Google and research which is the easiest instrument, but it is nothing like that. I think it requires time and commitment to learn something and dedicate your time, and it becomes easy. So let's see how the meeting progresses today. I'll not take much of your time. And we have a Toastmaster of the day, we have a TTM, and we have a general evaluator today who will be there throughout the meeting. But first, let me introduce the Toastmaster of the day. He's all smile and he's ready to come on stage today. He's our current VP membership. He's our new VP membership elect associate, and he wants to learn a guitar. He did not tell me although to whom he wants to impress someone, but he has not told me that person. But he has a lot planned today on the music day. So please put your hands together and welcome our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sachin Kumar.
Very good.
Good evening, everyone. I am Toastmaster Sachin Kumar and thank you, Mala, for a warm introduction. And I'm sorry, an apology for the late start. As today our theme is Melody of Life. As some two activities. First activity. Now I'm going to start. Whoever says the right answer, they'll get a chocolate. I'm going to play few 5 audios. They need to raise the hand and they need to answer. If whoever raise the answer, raises the hand, they'll get a chocolate and they need to answer properly. And here is the activity. First audio will play by the Toastmaster Deepak. You need to identify the lyrics of the audio. Atini. Next. We'll go with the next music. What's it? That's right. What's that? We'll go with next one because so many rules like that. Shantanu. Okay. Please wait. Okay. You can come some. No, you can.
No, it's
Yours next.
come on.
She's right. You can final one. Is right. Big. Thanks everyone for participating in the activity. It was a wonderful activity and everyone participated. In the same way, we have likely enter into the meeting structure. Today we have 4 prepared speakers with the table topic master and with general evaluation. Before I call table topic master and speakers, I would like to call general evaluator of the day. That is DTM Sudesh. DTM Sudesh likes to he loves to listen. Get Ready song by Rod Steve Walt, and he is a voice of D21, a member of in Electronics Toastmaster Club. Let us welcome with the applause DTM Sudesh Topi. The stage is yours.
Good evening, one and all.
Good evening.
Today, as a general evaluator, I'm going to evaluate the whole proceedings of the meeting, and I've already started jotting down the notes, what is going well and what are the areas that we have to improve upon. But in this journey, I'm not alone because I have 2 members who are going to help us in evaluating the proceedings of the meeting. Starting with the timer. The timer for today is Anshita Deshpande. Please put your hands together to welcome Anshita.
Hello everyone. So today I am playing the role of timer. And as a role of timer, my role is to record the timing taken by every speaker, be it the prepared speaker, table topic speaker, or the speech evaluator. So for prepared speakers, I'll show green card if the on the completion of 5 minutes, yellow card on completion of 6 minutes, and red card on completion of 7 minutes. For table topic, I will show green card for 1 minute, yellow card for 1.5 minutes, and red card for 2 minutes. And similarly, for speech evaluation, I'll show green card for 2 minutes, yellow card for 2.5 minutes, and red card for 3 minutes. And I'll give my final report at the end of the meeting. Thank you.
So I have my first feedback because she's not Deshpande, she said, because that goes to the education team in putting the first name and the last name when publishing the agenda. That's the first feedback. Going on with the next role taker for today from the general evaluators team is the accountant. And the accountant for today is quite a newbie, but it's not newbie when it comes to taking up the stage. Whenever he gets an opportunity, he's there as a speaker, as an impromptu speaker. So please put your hands together to welcome Toastmaster Venkatesh and VK as the accountant for today.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests of the Electronic Security Club. Today, I am taking the role of accounters. The purpose of accounter is I will be evaluating and listening that during your speech, the filler words and sounds during your speech, note down, and end of the meeting, I will count whatever the words are used. I will be updating to you. So what is my action here is I note down 3 activities. One is that filler words repeatedly used for and so like these words I note down, and the filler sounds like and ha like these words will be noted down. And the third activity is I note down the repeated sentences. So those things will be noted down. I will be counting and I will be presenting. Go to the Toastmaster.
The next role taker is going to step up as the presiding officer or the president from the next term. That's going to start next week. And he doesn't shy away when it comes to taking up the role. I believe that he wants to take up the role so that from next week onwards, he may not get the stage because he'll be on the backstage taking up and coordinating with other role takers and the executive committee. So please put your hands together to welcome the grammarian for today, Toastmaster Afzal Siddiqui.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. When I take this grammarian role, there is always one joke that comes to my mind. There is a priest on church encouraging all the members to start praying on their local language if they are not good with English, because he heard somebody saying, God, you are nothing without me. So he says, just imagine going to hell because of your grammar. Right? So that's where I come into picture. So my role as grammarian today is to observe and pay very close attention to all the speakers, all the role takers, take notes of good and not so good of uses of words, good phrases, and provide that report at the end of the meeting. Also, I would be sharing the word of the day and the phrase of the day, which we highly encourage each one of you to remember and use during the conversation or during the meeting. And anytime we hear somebody saying the word of the day or phrase of the day, we all show them a thumbs up as a like symbol of encouragement. So the word of the day today is cadence, CADENCE. It's the meaning is the rhythm, sequence, or a flow. So when we get into a rhythm or a flow, that's called cadence. And an example, he spoke with such cadence that the room fell into natural rhythm. The phrase of the day, strike a chord. What does this mean? To evoke a strong emotional response or a deep connections with others. Example, his story of resilience struck a chord with everybody in the room. I'll go ahead and write it here as well as share it in the group so all of you have it handy. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, grammarian. And our meeting's cadence is on Saturdays. It happens at 4 to 6 p.m. And in case if you want to strike a chord, this is the opportunity that take up the stage. And I'm sure that you are going to be awesome or amazing as a speaker. With this, I will wind up for now, and I'm going to come back later in the evening with a few reports from all the teammates from my team. And by now, I would like to hand the stage back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sachin.
Thank you, Siri, for introducing all the tag group players. Now it's time to call evaluators. I would like to call the first evaluator of the day, that is Toastmaster Abhinaya. She's from Belgaum, Karnataka. She loves song of it's a Kannada movie that is called Amrita Dhare, and she wants to learn piano and piano. Right now, she's working as a project engineer. Toastmaster Abhinaya, the stage is yours.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. Today, my target speaker, Toastmaster Vasudha Singh, will be delivering her level 3, project 4 from the presentation mastery pathway. So, the objective of the her project is to introduce or review the basic presentation software strategies for creating and using slides to support or enhance the speech, and also to demonstrate their understanding on how to use the presentation software, including the creation of slides and incorporating the technology into the speech. So during my evaluation, I focus on how effectively the objectives are met and demonstrated, also highlighting the speaker's strength and sharing the suggestions for the continued growth. Thank you. All the best, Toastmaster Vasudha.
Thank you, Dr. Sabine, for reading out the objective of the speaker. It's time to call upon the first speaker of the day, that is Toastmaster Vasudha. She's doing a UG in air. She's doing a UG in B in Electronics and Communication at Dayanand University. And the speech title is Toastmaster Vasudha. You can. What is Toastmaster Vasudha? Humans OS 2.0 update available. Human OS 2.0 update available. Toastmaster Vasudha.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. Raise your hand if your laptop ever betrayed you at a very critical situation. My laptop betrayed me too. I ran from college to home to send an important email. And what do I come up with? Work on update. Please do not turn off your computer. the most irritating thing. And what can it be saved by? A miracle. As a kid, I used to think if I don't look at it, it's gonna install faster. I was staring, like I'm trying to ignore it. And then I look back again, 1%, 2%. I'm stuck at 2% for a long duration of time. And I'm just scratching my head. Huh, am I just gonna be staring at this? But then I'm a responsible adult now. I can't be so disheartened just by looking at a screen. I looked at it patiently, waiting for it to update quickly. I then realized we install and update our laptops, our phones, apps, but do we update our own self? Do we upgrade the things which we were raised to? Presenting you Human OS 2.0 update available. A strategy, a way where you can update and upgrade yourself. When we stepped into this world, we were version 1.0. So curious, so creative, and so fearless. We would do anything we want. We would ask any questions, be it the fundamental things or be it the rocket science question. Never feared about it. But today, what happened? Life happened. Let's not blame that. We grew up. We had all the adult mind thinkings where we have job, we have, for me, the engineering life happened. What did we turn ourselves into? Version 20.0. We are the highest version, right? I'm at the age of 20, so version 20.0. But for every one of you with your own age, what am I now? Sleep deprived? Overthinking every single step? And of course, my whole system, my veins are powered by caffeine. If I don't drink a cup of coffee, my day is gone. And that's how we have made our life so dependable on each and everything. And what is this? Just we kept on installing different type of bugs. Procrastination.exe. Hey, I'll do it tomorrow. Come on. We all know that tomorrow is a magical place where all of our tasks, all of our dreams just go in vain or just die. Fear of failure.dll. Let me share you a personal story. I joined engineering college, and the first day of mine, I go to the induction program. They're like, I have 97% placement. My students know coding since the day one they have entered. And you're surrounded by people. I know Python, I know MySQL, I know Postgres, I know artificial intelligence. And they're just listing down all of their resume things. And there I was. Where can I get my ID card? And this is and that's the point where a new virus jumped in my system. Comparison.virus. I started comparing myself with others. Oh my god, he got an internship in Texas. What am I? No, didn't even get in. Being in the city of Electronic City, I don't have an internship in electronics and communication. What is this? And I was just wondering and started comparing myself with others. But then, are we really supposed to compare with each other? It's like comparing ourselves with people who have different paths, different goals, and different objectives. Moreover, comparing an iPhone to a microwave, they both have different tasks, they both have different functions, right? You can't compare both of them. Storage gets full. Now, you have so many bugs, you're reserving space for so many unwanted things that does not deserve space in your head. Embarrassing memories, regrets, what people think, old arguments. We are an expert of rewinding our old arguments. Something that has happened like 4 years ago, you remember it suddenly while showering and like, I should have told her this. And this like crazy punchline coming in our head. And we are so also great in remembering. We don't remember what was the algebra formula taught to us in the 6th grade, but we do remember that in 2nd grade, when the teacher was taking attendance, and I just said present ma'am to present mom, we remember those incidents, but we don't remember the formulas. So, are we really supposed to give space to those moments, those failures, or those things which do not, or criticisms that do not require space? No. We are supposed to delete it so that we have space. Now tell me one thing. What happens when your laptop storage gets full? System slows down or crashes. You don't go and motivate it. Hey, come on, bro, I really need to complete this project. Can you please update fast? You just don't go motivated, right? You delete things, and that's how humans work. We can't just vote. Come on, why are you so sad? Stop being sad. That doesn't really work. The person himself or her herself should remove things that is unwanted. So this situation shouldn't happen. Storage almost full, 99% with bad memories, and 1% with the dinner you had or good memories. So what I say that what we should upgrade ourselves into. Unlock your confidence. Have gratitude of what you have. Better communication since we are in Toastmasters and not necessarily in Toastmasters. Wherever we go, communication is a key concept and parameter that needs to be implemented each and every prospect. Self-love premium must. If you don't love yourself, you don't appreciate yourself. And then you again go back to the flow of creating new bugs and feeling sad of why you're not achieving your goals. And major thing, sleep on time isn't necessary for all age groups, from me to everybody. To sleep on time, be it anything happening, we need to sleep. And as I said earlier, do not give access to criticisms that is not worthy enough. Do not let any toxic comparisons or self-doubt. Lastly, we are humans. We are not finished products. We are not laptops. So there might be chances that you would still have bugs. You would still have things you need to improve on yourself and still install certain features. So I leave you with a question now. Are you going to install or upgrade yourself now, or are you going to click remind me later? Over to you, Toastmaster.
I remember my college days of the laptop or the other things where sudden switch off or sudden restart or even the upgrading. Sudden tap and sudden you can't do anything. But one thing I understood, it's not about the restart. It's about the restart, but it is restarting for sure. It's going to take us into next level in our life as a laptop. It's going to upgrade to the next level in our life also. When I am going to restart, for sure it's going to upgrade in our life also. I would like to call the second speaker of the day. Before that, I would like to call second evaluator. That is Toastmaster Gajendra. He loves to listen the songs from Janwar movie, and he has 23 year experience in IT sector. Toastmaster Gajendra.
Thank you for the nice introduction. Reference to Janwar. Please don't be afraid. I'm nothing like. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. So my target speaker today is Mohit Sharma. and he is attempting his pathway presentation mastery today. Level 3, project 3, which is the topic is meeting roles and responsibilities. So he is going to give a presentation, which will be 10 to 15 minutes. So please note, maybe green will be 10 and then 13 and 15. So please note that. And while evaluating, what I will be looking at is how effectively he is projecting his roles and responsibilities and how he is engaging with the audience. Is it very clear with cadence, which audience is receiving? And in the end, the audience should be able to take the lesson home and improve their understanding of the rules and responsibilities. So that's what I will do. That's it. Thank you. Thank you, Mohit Sarma. All the best.
Thank you, Mr. Gajendra, for introducing the objective of the speaker. Let me introduce the speaker, second speaker of the day. That's Toastmaster Mohit Sharma. He is a chartered accountant and a finance leader in an MNC company. The speech title is Toastmaster Mohit Sharma, Meeting Role and Responsibility. Meeting Role and Responsibilities, Toastmaster Mohit Sharma. All this.
You can't display the power. Maybe.
PDF, convert into PDF. You can convert into PDF and send to him. Into PDF only also.
So mobile, I'm not sure how I can do it.
Sorry for the things. We have some technical issues, so that we're trying to call the third evaluator, third speaker for the day. Third evaluator is Toastmaster Negi. He loves to listen, though we hears, but still breaking the habit. He loves to listen this song, and he knows to play the piano. And professionally is working at Bosch as an engineer. Toastmaster Abhishek, the stage is yours.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Jin. So, my target speaker, Toastmaster Santanu, he is attending his level 4 project 1, leading your team from the pathway manual leadership development. Now, in this project, there are two sections. First section is not only for giving the speech here, he has to lead a team from the resources from the Toastmaster International website. So, there are two purposes. The purpose of this project is for the member to lead a small team to the completion of the project. So once he has done this, now he is giving the speech. So the purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspect of his experience in leading a team. So all the best to Toastmaster Santanu, and over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhishek, for introducing the objective of the speaker. It's time to introduce the third speaker for the day, that is Toastmaster Shantanu. He likes Chalte Chalte song, and he knew to play the guitar, but he lost the practice right now. He's a software engineer in MNC. Toastmaster Shantanu, the stage is yours. Toastmaster Shantanu. Speech title is The Day I Stopped Being the Smartest Person in the Room. The Day I Stopped Being the Smartest Person in the Room. Toastmaster Shantanu.
Good afternoon, dear fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guests. I work as a software engineer, and I like solving complex problems. You give me any problem and I can spend hours debugging the issues or finding the solution. And I never get tired. For a long time, I believed that a good software engineer is who solves the complex problems or someone who knows how to find solution to a problem. And this was the thinking for a very long time. But there was one instance that changed my thought process. That made me realize a good engineer may not be a great leader. Let me share my experience. A few months back, I was assigned a project by the management. It was a very small project, but the feature or the project was a very critical. And it was a small team, including me. We are having 5-member team. So the management told that this being a critical feature, we want this within just 4 weeks. So I was very confident. I thought, okay, I have worked on this feature many times, and it's just a different feature that I have to spend some additional time. That's it. And this is how it started. So every problem or every challenge it comes on my way. So I thought that I alone can solve the challenge. Any bug, any critical bug, I just spent whole night solving it. Or a small component of that feature, I only took the responsibility. Even it happened that we worked as a team, but any of the team member is having any doubts or they need to ask, I will tell that I can solve it. And it also happened that whenever someone is slow, let me take the lead. And because I thought that moving faster that's what matters a lot. And it kept on going for 1-2 weeks. Then one day I realized the deadline is very near. But why there are a lot of unfinished works, right? What is the problem? Means for me, I'm very busy. My calendar is full and I don't have time also. But why the project still the deadline? We cannot meet the deadline. What is the problem there? Then I realized I am the bottleneck because we work as a team. But I realized that I did not follow that. It's like someone tells you need to lead a team. It's like a software upgrade, but still the hardware is same. I'm the engineer and my thinking is also like an engineer, right? Then I thought this cannot work. I have to change my approach. This cannot happen because if they want to schedule a meeting, I will tell that, okay, I am busy, just to postpone 1 day or 2 days. It happened like that, right? But it cannot be when the deadline is near, it cannot work like that. And we need to work as a team. Then I changed my approach. Like, for example, in software, whenever something does not work or something works, you don't care, you don't try to disturb it. But something does not work, you have to do the reset button, right? That's how I changed my approach. So what I did is, I tried to understand each and every member's what is their strength, what they are good at. Some people, they are good at logical thinking. Some people, they are good at design decision making. Some people, they are maybe a good coder or a good programmer, right? But we need to all work as a team. So I called for a daily meeting every day morning, and I told that let's discuss what is the pending work items, and we all need to work together, right? And let's dissolve that dependency. It's not I only be responsible for all the work, because we need to all work as a team, and you have complete freedom to think on your own. Any solution, let you decide, right? Before coming to me or before coming to the group, let all discuss and move forward. So after following this practice, what I realized is that the potential within each and every member of the team. One of the team member I remember, they solved a very complex problem which I cannot never think of, right? And some of the design discussion or some of the design things which reduced the development life cycle full by 50%, like that, right? And finally, when the deadline came, we were almost closer to finishing the project. The testing, it really went well, and the management was really happy, right? And we as a team was able to deliver the project. Well, now when I think about that project execution, there are two things that I would like to share with you all. First thing is that leadership is not about being smart in the room or being the smartest person in the room. It's about creating an environment where each and everyone grows simultaneously or all together. And second thing is that when it comes to project delivery, it's always as a team, not as an individual member, right? These two things I always remember while executing any project. And finally, I would like to end my speech with a quote. You might have heard it, right? When you want to go fast, you have to go alone. But when you want to go far, you have to go together. So with this approach, it not only made me a good engineer, but a good leader. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Shantanu, for a wonderful speech. I remember a point where you need to create the leaders, then only we will grow, or else we'll stop there itself. We'll not grow. Before I call the next speaker, I want to take permission. Okay, it's time to call our Toastmaster Mohit Sharma as a third speaker of the day. Thank you.
Visible? Yes. Okay. So, dear Toastmasters, today I stand in front of all of you to explain the roles and responsibilities of our role takers plus the club officers. You know, no organization, no institution, no society, no house, no government, no central government can run without fixing the roles and responsibilities. The similar thing our Toastmaster International did for this kind of a structure, where they defined the rules and responsibilities of all the role takers plus all the club officer for a smooth functioning of the club, plus for the club officer so that they can also see how the club are functioning and also how the club are growing. These are the two parameters, right? So when I see the club master roles and responsibility primarily divided between two parts. The two part means one part, the Toastmasters, which are coming in our weekly meeting and taking the roles. That is the roles and responsibility for the Toastmasters who are taking the part of the club meeting. Second, the roles and responsibilities for the club officer. If you can go move. So first I'm talking about the roles and responsibilities of our role takers. So first role takers is a Toastmaster. Second is topic master. Third is speaker. Fourth is general evaluator. Fifth is speech evaluator, timer, counter, and grammarian. You can call TAG also. These are the tags. Generally in the acronym world, we used to call them the TAG. And I believe in this class or in this club meeting, there are many old people are here, plus some new people are here. So I believe this will be helpful for all of us to understand what kind of roles and responsibilities the Toastmaster International decide and kept on our head. We can move. So first I'm explaining the Toastmaster, or you can call it TMOD. TMOD is he is the person or she is a person who spent most of the time on this space. Second, when before the meeting, because whenever you people are coming on the role taking side in the club meeting, these people are not only working during the meeting, they also work before the meeting. So when we talk about the before the meeting, this person sets the theme, this person coordinate, and this person also plan the agenda before the meeting. So basically, all the role taker work before the meeting, during the meeting, or end of the meeting. So these I divided all the roles and responsibilities with three parts. The Toastmaster of the day. His role, as I said, he is the person who spent most of the time on these speech. His work is to introduce all the role players, host the speech section, fill the gap. Wherever something comes up, like in my case, what happened? The system doesn't work, but the PMOD came in between and told, okay, let's do the speaker tree. So he had filled that gap. And after the speech, maybe when we see at the last of the meeting end, for the meeting of the end, this person returned the entire meeting control to the general evaluator for the evaluation portion. So primarily, if you see, the TMOD works before the meeting, during the meeting, or towards the end of the meeting. He doesn't end the meeting, but he works towards the end of the meeting also. Now, he is very critical person. He is sitting in front of us also. He is the evaluator's evaluator. Right? So, come down. The main purpose of this person, if you want to read, he oversees the evaluation team, means tag team, tag means timer, R counter, grammarian, and speech evaluator, and provide a constructive assessment of the entire meeting flow, timing, and overall effectiveness to help the club improve. So, as maybe you can consider him like a principal of this entire meeting, who is coming, checking whether we are doing right thing, wrong thing. He just suggesting some improvement words also. Wherever we are doing something good, he also praising. Again, as I said, all role takers works before the meeting, during the meeting, or end of the meeting. In this case also, if you see, this person connect with the evaluation team, like tag, speech evaluator, and coordinate with TMOD to understand theme and agent. During the meeting, as he is doing, he taking notes, managing time, and lead the evaluation section. And in last, this person comes on the stage and delivering the report. You can say it is a general assessment of entire meeting, how it happened, who came on the stage, how they delivered the speech, what went well, what went wrong, what kind of improvement areas. So he is the holistically assess everything from beginning to end, and then he end his speech. Now I'm going to the speech evaluator. He is the most crucial guy because of this only we are seeing lot of crowd and members in our case, because within the 2 to 3 minutes, because he is the person who have to evaluate the speaker's speech in a manner that motivates the speaker, plus it also contains couple of improvement areas. You are getting my point. I believe you all agree with me. He cannot come and maybe bombard the speaker, right? His main job that he structured his evaluation in a way that motivates the speaker. Plus, he also has some improvement areas so that next time when the same speaker coming on the stage, then he should take care of all those improvement areas, what was suggested last time by his speech evaluator. As I said, this person also works before the meeting, like he contacts the speaker, he tries to understand what kind of topic you are going to deliver, what kind of a speech, pathways, and what you want to observe from my side. What you want that, okay, during your evaluation or maybe your speaking, where I should focus. Again, the same like general evaluator is doing, he also take the notes on certain parameter, vocal variety, content, like body language, everything, and he prepare one evaluation sheet and deliver. Delivering the evaluation, right? Seeing it, what do you believe? What could be the role of it? Time. Only one person knows about it. This person is the timer only. And he is a very critical person in this meeting, because if you are not following the timing, you can be disqualified. Right? It is very serious move. If you are not maintaining this stable topics within 1 to 2 minutes, evaluation 2 to 3 minutes, icebreaker 4 to 5 minutes, standard prepared speech 5 to 7 minutes,
if you are passing this grace time of say 30 seconds, if you are not meeting, timer simply disqualify it, and you can say what would happen after. So, as I said, he is a timer role. He is responsible for monitoring the time of prepared speech, evolutions, and table topics. And further, as I said, the purpose of having this role to maintain that all the members should know about managing the time. Because time management is very crucial, not only here, everywhere in our life, including corporate office, in this meeting, at home, everywhere time management is important. If this timer helps the members to improve the time management skills. Grammarian, you know, who is sitting in the last. So he is the encyclopedia of this meeting. He will come down. As I said, he is the encyclopedia. He always try to do something different. Like in this case, he introduces word of the day and phrase of the day. And he also critical listener. And why is the critical listener? Because he wants to track the excellent language use, so that he can praise the members because you did something different than others, right? Then grammatical mistake. He can also point out if someone is doing some mistake in the while applying the grammar. And third, if someone is using the filler words also. R counter. You all know why we are all here. We are not the good speaker, right? Whenever we are transitioning ourselves from one sentence to another sentence, we face some difficulty. You agree with me? And that difficulty sometimes comes in this R counter. How we fill that gap? We used to fill that gap with so well, you know, right? And that is not good for a better speaker. In our case, this person, this R counter person, what he makes, he always try to track. He is a good listener also, by the way. He always try to track the member how many times he repeated this word. Okay, and maybe when he put his report, he tried to put that, okay, this member put this 5 times, 4 times, so that whenever the same speaker is coming on the stage, he will take at this kind of point also and he can improve himself. Topics master. The world is not prepared, right? World is uncertain. Anyone can come in front of any time and can ask anything. The job of the table topic master to develop that kind of a skill in you, so that whenever this kind of situation is coming, at least you can speak 1 or 2 minutes in a proper way. You cannot be silent, because nowadays I am seeing if you are putting any upfront question, either people become silent or he respond in different way, right? The table topic master try to improve your skill in a way that actually you can respond in a meaningful way. Just say, come now. Speakers. They are the backbone of this club meeting. You are seeing these people on this stage for 5 to 7 minutes only, but behind it, their hard work could be 1 day, could be 1 week, could be 1 month, could be years. So this 5 to 7 minutes you are seeing, you have to operate there 5 to 7 minutes, because they are not only for 5 to 7 minutes, but behind that they have put a lot of hard work so that they can be better prepared, they can be better rehearsing and deliver a good speech. They can connect with their audience, right? Okay. Now it's time to move to the club officers role. Our president, right? Come on. So he's like, he or she is like CEO or MD of our club. He always take care of how the meeting are conducting, plus how we are growing in our club. That is the important role, because CEO doesn't talk on the present. They always talk on the future. They are all visionary, right? So the same kind of role our president maybe do in our club meeting. If you go down, there are many people who support the president, because one man cannot win the war, right? There are many people, many army who are behind it. So like Vice President Education. The Vice President Education manages the club's educational program, tracks member progress in pathways and schedule meeting agenda. Vice President Public Relations. Nowadays, you know, the police of maybe social media. This person is job that we are visible, clearly visible on the social media platform. Vice President membership, right? If we are taking the membership, then you can expect that we are flourishing in our club. We can get some pointer also. So this person is job that he should welcome the guest, recruiting the new members and retaining existing ones also. That is the very important task of the vice president membership. Sergeant at arms. So guys, when you enter, what you see? You see that everything is in order. The stand is outside. The Zoom meeting is already on. People are waiting on the maybe on the online. People are sitting on the classroom. This webcam, everything. It is happening because of this sergeant at arm. And this person also makes sure that he maintains cadence within the audience. He also tries to strike a chord between the audience also. Because he wants to keep everyone energetic, right? So he is very critical person in this club. Secretary. Little silent role, I have not seen. The secretary is the administrative officer responsible for managing club files, maintaining accurate membership rosters, and recording meeting minutes. They also handle club correspondence and update officers list with Toastmaster International. And the last one, raise a hand. I didn't write anything. You know why? I did right. So, treasurer role is very important in club, at home, government, offices, everywhere. If you want to see in terms of financial number, where are moving, where are maybe doing wrong or right, this person helps you to understand. And today, when we are going to end our meeting, I will put up our expense report and detailed report of our 6 month maybe income and expenses of this club. Thank you. And over to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Mohit Sharma, for explaining in guidance where each and every guest and the new member like Venkatesh and other guests who are able to understand the things like what's happening in Toastmasters around the world, which type of roles we do, what type of expo we have, like as we said, Mohit, APPR, treasurer, and like on the day of meeting, I'm the DM Modi, Taimo, SA, there are different types of roles. Thanks a lot for explaining the rules. I would like to call the next speaker. Before that, I would like to call the evaluator for the day. That is Toastmaster Sudarshan. He likes to listen the songs from Ilya Raja, and also in the future he wants to learn few. Professionally, he is a senior program manager. Toastmaster Sudarshan, the stage is yours.
Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and future Toastmasters. Our next speaker for today's speech is Toastmaster Rajesh. Toastmaster Rajesh is going to present his speech from Persuasive Influence Pathway, Level 1, Project 1. And the timer, please note it down. The speech timing for this speech is 4 to 6 minutes. Speech title would be Unfold. Toastmaster Rajesh, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sudarshan, for explaining the objective of the speaker. Toastmaster Rajesh is an Indian chef in MTR, and even he got and his team got promoted in world record for 113 feet dosa in his life. Toastmaster Rajesh, the virtual podium is yours. I would like to give you speech title. I would like to say the speech title. Toastmaster Rajesh, Unfold, Open 1, Open 2, Open 3. Unfold, open 1, open 2, open 3. Toastmaster Rajesh, the virtual stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sachin. Am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Okay. Can you just ping timer, or is there any online timer, or how do I know the timing? Okay, like that. Okay, fine. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sachin. A wise man said, if you are born poor, it is not your mistake. If you die poor, it is your mistake. Open, fold 1, fold 2, fold 3. Yay! That was a world Guinness record about the world longest dosa. That is 123 feet. What a fantastic achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, how many of you picked your career without your passion? Can you please raise your hands? Most of us, right? Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and guest. Let me take you to 25 years back. I was a 17 years old boy who was playing a football in a ground. I was just looking into it. After completing +2, I was playing. What should I do after that? So one gentleman was coming in a bicycle with a white shirt, black tie, black pant, and very well polished shoe. And he came near to me. With my astonishment, I asked, Anna, what are you doing? He revealed, I'm doing hotel management. That moment, the self-realization started. The reflection, asking question, what are the benefit taking the hotel management? Number one, you can eat a variety of foods. That was my take. Number two, you will get a job after completion of the course. And number three, you can wear a very good white shirt with a black tie, with a black pant, with a polished shoe. All those things made my mind and decided to go into the hotel management. I furnished the detail to my parents. They vehemently denied. No, Rajesh, if you want to learn cooking, go to the local, the function who cooks, right? The local cooks, and go and work with them. For cooking, for making rice and sambar, you want to study a course. Are you joking? Your passion is teaching. You have to go to PhD and B.Ed and all those things. So they vehemently denied. Finally, I was so confident. I was so decisive. I want to study hotel management. My final answer is I want to study hotel management. So without any option, they agreed to me to study the hotel management. I have started going to the college, but the first day college only, I understood the importance of communication. I was very poor in English. I hate English. I got very good marks in all the other subjects except English. My English marks was 72. All the other subjects more than 85. Oh God, people started sarcastic in my people started sarcastic with my communication and other parameters. I was not able to conclude. I said I don't want to study hotel management, but due to the family situation, I can't. But one thing hit in my mind. I've taken one path. I have to be steady in that path. So that gave me more of confidence and completed my course. And then I went to a hotel in Mangalore, Taj Manjaran. So that was again a lot of insult from the people. for my communication, for my appearance. There was a lot of insult. I called my mom from there in a STD booth. Ma, I want to come back. She said, my dear son, you can't come back because we don't have any other money to study higher. So please carry on. So I did not have option. I studied and I had a good experience in different hotels. Finally, I got a job in Bangalore. Bangalore job was an eye opener for my life. I started learning language. I started learning things. That's where it gave a lot of confidence. Finally, I started doing a diploma course in distance education. That's diploma in food safety and hygiene. And after that, I got a promotion. And then again, I started BSc in hotel management. Whatever I was not able to do in my childhood due to the money, I started fulfilling. And after that, I completed MBA. That gave me a good job in a well-known MNC company. So that was the opportunity I have used. Ladies and gentlemen, in your life also, you will see a lot of problem, but you have to open one, the strategic thinking, and open two, stakeholder management, and open three, communication skill. So all those will lead to a good pathway. I am going to all three opens apply in my life. Are you ready to apply? Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Mr. Rajesh, for a wonderful speech. I can correlate so many things in my life, like choosing the education or choosing life career. Just I'll add my anecdote about my career. When I started my career in 2019, I started in a hospital to just earn my money, but my goal was different. It was in different line. But it became career for almost 2 years because of COVID. I stayed for almost 2 years, but it continued. But after that, I started to work on myself to enter into different sector. Thanks a lot to so many members in my life, and thanks for all the speakers for coming on stage and motivating by giving the great speeches. Let's go for break now. We have 15 minutes time. Let's go for break and come back within 15 minutes. We can go to the basement. We have some snacks. You can finish and you can come back to it. I have one act that will start the activity. And also for that, there is some chocolate. I have some more chocolates here, and it's a different activity. It's similar to a like it is a music only, but activity is a bit different. We show some lines here. That is music lines. It is converted in. I give it is in the music. It is converted into English language. The lyrics are converted into English language. You need to identify the original lyrics of Hindi. I will show one by Deepak. Sure. This is the English lyrics of Hindi. You need to identify the Hindi lyrics for this. Saved. Yes. Okay, no. These both are excluded from the team. Viola and Abhishek are excluded from the team. Just yeah, wait. Just check. Check. He's right. I will go for the next one. Can you say? Okay. Go for this. No need to sing. No need to sing. Huh? Okay. As present I should.
Yeah. We should ask the person to sing also.
Abhinay was first. Hey, you need to sing now. You need to sing. At least you need to say the lines. We'll go for the next one. Next list. I don't know who is that. Vasudha? Unity sing Vasudha. This is the last one. Can you say something? Can you stand up? That's right. Thanks. Huh? We'll go at that, sir. We'll go at that. We have more chocolates, Melody. Modi and has some more chocolate. Thanks a lot for everyone for joining for the activity. I want to share a small anecdote about my life experience, sporting or the music in my life, about my parents. During my primary school, my mother, my neighbor, the incident happened between my mother, me, and my neighbor. Well, my neighbor is also my science teacher in my school and even in my class. One day, I think it's 5th or 6th, I don't remember exactly. And went to school. She asked, she gave her homework. She is a science teacher. She gave her homework, and she asked her to complete and bring it to me. The situation happened. I went to home. I know I was very bad in science, but also I'm very bad in science. The next day I went to school. I didn't do my homework. She asked everyone, and my turn has come. She asked me, "Where's your homework?" I said, "Ma'am, no, like I didn't say anything. I left my homework in the house." She asked, "Go and bring." I went. My mother said, I went to home. My mother asked, why did you come to home in between school? Mom, I came to take my book. She said, all your books are in bag. Just go back to school. No books are left in home. And I went. By the time, the science teacher, she cross-verified my bag. She got to know that my book was in the bag itself. And the situation was, she asked, why you didn't complete your homework? The situation, like there was a punishment, even I was under punishment for 1 week. The problem or the situation, it got worsened in my home. For the next 10 years, until my 10th standard, until I complete my 10th standard, my mother, she used to keep eye on me for every day to complete homework. And for the next week, after getting caught in school, my mother, for every day, for 1 week, she used to sing a song for me. Even no one, even including my father, my brother, my grandmother, no one couldn't stop that song. Every day, once I could go back to home, she used to sing. Sing in the sense she used to scold me every day. Not missing one day for 1 week. And I lost the enjoyment of like going to playing cricket, going with friends, everything. This happened for next 10 years. But it became a habit in my life. Even till today, I take a scolding. My mother says, "Will not get digested, right? If I don't scold, nowadays if you don't get scolding from your mother, father, or brother, you will not get digested, right?" It continued in my life. Till today, today morning also I got scolded. Like I love it also in my life. I can't say anything else. In the same way, to listen more stories on sport, we have a table topic master, that is Toastmaster Varun. He will conduct the table topic where on the spot he will give the topics and you need to speak. for the topic and he'll give 30 seconds before to speak. We need to think for 30 seconds and you can speak. He's a B. He's doing he's pursuing his B in Diana Salo and he's doing he's in third year in Diana. Toastmaster Warren, the stage is his.
So good evening to all present here. So I will be doing the table topics. So as I said, the difference today will be I won't be giving a topic. I'll be playing a song. So yeah, the challenge for the speakers of attempting the song will be to speak on the song meaning or your experience or anything which you interfere from the song. So anyone who would like to volunteer? Thank you. Hindi and English.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. So this is a beautiful song that we all know. It's from the movie Sole. Ye dosti hum nahi chhodenge, right? So as you all know that in our life, friendship is very much important, right? We are a social animal, and we like to share our feelings to someone who is really close to us. And without friendship, we cannot live happily. When we have a friend, around us, right? We can share any struggle or any suggestions that we can ask from a friend. And that's how is the importance of a friend. Might be, for example, when we are in a problem, to whom we share. We cannot go to our parents because they may or may not understand the situation, right? And we may not be that much opened up. But when we have a best friend, right, then we can share our thoughts or our feelings without any hesitation. That's how the friendship it is. And like in this movie, you saw what happened, right? At the end, that someone sacrificed means your friend sacrificed for your life. Who can do that? We have a best friend. They can go to any level to defend you or any level, right, to protect you. So that's how is the meaning of friendship. And I have a friend in my life with whom I can connect to, I can discuss, I can share things, right? And that's how is the real meaning of friendship. Thank you. Over to you. Next person. Let me. Okay, you can come. Thanks.
Hello everyone. Madhukar. It's nice to be at Toastmasters Club after break. So they're coming to the song because it's called Whole movie, and of course we all love Shah Rukh Khan. And we've seen all. I'm a big fan of Shah Rukh Khan from his 90s, and so this movie I think came in early 2000s, and I think I forgot the theme of this movie, but this I think the whole movie is based I think out of United States, and we have Preeti Zinta, and I think it's a family drama basically. Um, and of course, let me speak about Shah Rukh Khan more since I'm not getting much content on this song. So Shah Rukh Khan, I've been a fan of him mostly for his 90s movies. I think after 2000 and 2010, I think somehow you see now he's faded away. I don't know why. But more I'm associated with him now. I mean, I associate with him more of IPL rather than his movies nowadays. And of late, I've seen his son making some directorial debut and also for the controversies also. Overall, I think it's nice to have these memories and share with you. Thank you. Anybody wants to volunteer?
I am Sanat. It's really great to be here at Toastmaster. So this song is All Is Well from the famous movie Three Idiots by Amir Khan. So like in this song, they're trying to explain whenever we have any trouble in life or things are not going well, then we need to cool our heart and we need to tell ourselves that all is well, right? And there are many things in life that are out of our control. Like, for example, we might get some terminal illness or we might not get the desired result after working, even giving our 100%. Then in that case, we need to fool ourselves and we need to like convince ourselves that everything is will be well. And in the future, everything will be fine. And this movie, Three Idiots, like it's a very good movie and it has a very beautiful message that we need to like chase excellence and rather than success, material success like a bigger package or like chasing numbers. Rather, we need to like get in love with the process of learning rather than the final result itself. So in that sense, I think that this movie was quite revolutionary for its time, and like it was a kind of a slap on the Indian education system, where we are like only focused on the bigger placements and like bigger MNC companies, and like we're always chasing the numbers, and we just don't sit back and try to like understand the process and like get in love with the process itself. So I think in that way, this song conveys a very good message, and this movie also conveys a really good message. Thank you.
You like to volunteer? You have to choose a speaker.
Okay. Anyone else want to volunteer?
So this song is one of the film in Hindi, led by Amitabh Bachchan. I don't know the movie, but so it's related to life, and the song is related to life, and how to improve, how one can improve in life. So it's related and happiness related to how we can forget the sadness and improve our living comfort. One of the Shah Rukh Khan hit song from movie Sades. So it's related to one of the NRI. He was working in USA at NASA. So actually he had come for 2 days for to visit her old her grandma or her parents. So initial days, he just stayed for 1 week, but later he came to know about the loopholes present in this in the village, and similarly tried to how we can improve the village area. I mean the society and all. So he thought, why I'm leaving my own country and staying back in US? Why can't I improve my own country and contribute here and get the knowledge and improve for the betterment.
Select a speaker.
Thank you.
So hello everyone, I am Sujal, Sujal Musil. So this song is all about the three friends. Actually, they went on a trip, and the name is very beautifully present. Dil Chahta Hai, what heart wants actually, or mind wants. Basically. So thing is, these three people and their like these three friends, and they went on a trip with their leaving their daily routine behind, and want to explore their previous life, which we left much before, because we got busy in our daily life now, office, home, office. This is what we have left now, and the friendship we left somewhere behind. So to explore that, they went ahead for a trip to enjoy their old memories, to cherish their old memories, and that's what the song said. Dil chahta hai, once again, you want to be on the in that phase and want to enjoy the life again. Yeah. Next.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Ravi. Today is my first day at Toastmaster. The song is a famous song from the movie Three Idiots. This says about the another chance in the life, about whatever field you are maybe student, you are working profession, or you are in any business field. There will be higher chance of failures in all the things. So you should not stop whatever you are doing at that time. So you should look after new opportunities, whatever comes, and you have to figure it out. What can be another possible way we can do better in it, without regretting on what went wrong. So, and we have to discuss with the peoples, those who are better in that field, to get more ideas about that, because we will be not knowing most of the time actual things what we are doing in that. So that's it. Next speaker, anyone want to?
That's right.
Gopi.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. Picture this. I'm Gopi and I'm commuting from my work space to home. It's 6 o'clock in the evening and you have 1 hour of commute time. What do? I put on my earphones and then my helmet. And then being coming from a Tamil background, I put onto my favorite Tamil playlist. And then I start my travel. Somewhere in between, I stop at the signal. And all of a sudden, I hear this music. Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise. Some random thing. I'm surprised. You know why? Because I have a Spotify without subscription. And that is how most of our lives are. My dear Toastmasters and guests, many times in our life, we are encountered with such unscripted moments in life. At times, you will definitely have to remember that the tough songs do not last, but tough listeners do.
What do I do? You think I buy a subscription? No. I still listen to that random song, wait for the ad to finish, and then continue my travel. So whenever you're stuck with such songs, such moments in life, please do remember that these are very small ad breaks or tough moments in your life. You have better days to come, better songs to play. Look forward to the better days to come. Thank you. Thanks for the
Topic session. So thanks for other speakers for taking up the songs volunteer with no complaints and taking it for daily. So what are the personal researchers?
Thank you, Toastmaster Varun, for a wonderful and a new technique table topics. It's difficult to do in a table topic session and like understanding, selecting the songs for the people. It's very difficult. Thanks a lot for bringing new technique. It's time to go ahead and to check, to check or to know about the evaluation. Let me call upon again DTM Sudesh Shubhi for the general evaluation.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Sachin. And here I am with the general evaluation report. I'm going to call the general evaluators, I would say the individual evaluators first, starting with Toastmaster Abhinayaski. And she is going to evaluate Toastmaster Vasla Singh's speech.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. Firstly, let's have a big round of applause to Vasudha once again. Yeah, Toastmaster Vasudha, that was a really well-structured and demonstrated speech. So here, I want to highlight 3 of the things which I truly enjoyed in your speech. The first one is concept selection. The concept selection, it is relating to the current scenarios which we all are going through. So, which is the most easiest thing that a speaker can connect with the audience and can be engaged throughout her whole speech. That was the first highlight. And the second one is the demonstration part. You have demonstrated it in a very well way, presenting everything like what is going on, relating it to the software concepts, which is also we know in our daily life. You have really well structured your presentation and chosen the concepts which actually the Gen Zs are going through, relating to the caffeine, most of the caffeines, overthinking and procrastination. So this was a very engaging concepts that we all have enjoyed throughout your speech. And the third one is, you have started your speech with the question. And that question kept us, in a curious mode, what would be the next? And even like everyone were so engaged in your speech and were laughing because of the way you have presented the concepts. Those are the 3 highlights. And coming to the areas of improvement. The first one is the body language. Yes, the body language was up to the mark, but still, I feel like you could have been more energetic. Like you have used an example in between that. Okay, I was taking a bath and I would have thought like I would have punched her. And the reaction was only this much. I would have punched her like this. And the body language would have come in more energetic way. And the second one is the stage usage. The stage was up to here and to here. So you could have completely used the stage to, to engage with the eye contact and with the audience. So that was the 2 improvement points. Overall, you have very well structured your speech and it was the good attempt. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Abhinaya. Moving on with the next evaluator, who is going to come onto the stage, is Gajendra Sharma. He is going to evaluate Toastmaster Mohit's speech.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests again. My target speaker, Mohit Sharma, he presented a very well crafted beautifully driven speech today. Usually, what I've seen is 10 to 15 minutes speech have some dull moments, some boring moments into it. But in this presentation, I haven't found the audience at any point of time where they were, feeling bored. So kudos to you, Mohit Sharma. Also, I think that from the beginning to end, how naturally you were delivering the presentation. I think in Toastmaster, I have seen that initially when we deliver our speeches, we are very scared about what words we are going to use, which phrases we are going to use, how I will deliver and all that. And then we rehearse and we try to recall what we have rehearsed. But as we keep delivering and delivering, we see we come into a stage where we feel comfortable and natural on the stage. And that is when you can improvise, you can use your own thoughts on the spot. And that is what I saw today. That is a big improvement, Mohit Sharma, and very well done. Thank you. From the beginning, I have seen that you set a tone where you clearly expressed what is the purpose of your presentation, and you made your audience curious about. What I loved about your presentation is every time you introduce a new rule, you started with some real world examples. You had your own thoughts about what this is. And then you tried to explain. Your focus was not to just finish the speech or say something and go. You wanted people to really understand what exactly is this. For example, the Toastmaster of the day, you said that Sachin had filled some gap. That example you had given. For president, you had given CEO and visionary example. Many examples you picked from the real world, and that is what I think captured audience imagination and their curiosity. So very well done there as well. I think you spoke with cadence and clarity, and you struck a chord with the audience throughout the speech. Now, coming to a few improvement points that I have noted down. The first thing is a generic rule about the PowerPoint presentation. Whenever you are doing a PowerPoint presentation, keep it in bullet points. If you write paragraphs into your PowerPoint, it is difficult to understand for the audience, and most of the time, audience start reading what is written rather than listening what you are saying. So I think that is one thing in general we should avoid in the PowerPoint presentation. The second aspect in this project in particular, I wanted to see more vocal variety from you, which was not there, and some visuals, use of visuals in the presentation. What makes that PPT attractive to people? So rather than written words, I didn't find anything on that presentation. So these are the two things that I think that if you work on, your presentation can go next week. Thank you.
Moving on with the third evaluator for today is Toastmaster Abhishek Negi, and he is going to evaluate Toastmaster Shantanu.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sudhi. So when I was listening to Toastmaster Santanu's speech, I remember one quote by Jack Ma. He mentioned that I might not be the smartest person in my company, but I know how to make smart people work together. And this is exactly what the message Toastmaster Santanu gave with his practical experience in leading a team in his company. Okay, so what are the good things and how he could improve? So first thing, that his messages were very strong. When we are giving the speech to the audience, it's not about giving or saying something. We should give some, provide some information or idea that is original and that can be absorbed by the audience. He gave so many messages that is strong and sometimes generic. For example, a good engineer might not be a good leader. You should not work alone, you should work together, and you might not be the smartest person in the room, and you have to work with everyone. So every message that he gave it was it followed by, or it precursor by a strong message or strong example along with it, so that it makes the message much more concrete. So this is something that I really it was incredible. Next thing is the personal story. One of the objective of the speech was to share his experience with leading a team, and this is also something that he presented. He shared that he had one project with him. Now, with that project, he faced some challenges. Personal story and the challenges and how we overcome that. It shows us or it connects us with the audience, and it also shows us the credibility. And finally, he shows us told us how he made sure that the project went to completion and what was the output of the project, which was also one of the objective of the story. He provided the result of it, so this was wonderful. And final thing was that eye contact. While giving the speech, I was looking that he was looking towards the audience with the entire range, so this was incredible. Okay, so what are the improvements that he could have done? So first thing is that I would say the stage usage. When you were standing on the stage, you were mostly in one places and you were moving one step behind. You could have used the entire stage. In fact, you could have done this while planning the speech itself to use the entire stage, and also make sure that it's deliberate, not that I'm moving one step back and one step forward. If you are having deliberate movement, then it tells the audience that you are confident and you are credible, and audience is more likely to listen to a credible speaker. So try to make sure that the movement is deliberate. Second thing is pauses. I felt like the most speech was keep on going. So instead of let's say saying that I could not understand how to solve the problem, I started thinking. You could have given a pause. I was nothing was working. I was thinking how to make everything work together. Give the pause so that along with the audience will also listen to it. And third is the objective. One of the objective of your speech is to use the learning from the project in the practical life. I would suggest to try using the skills in the practical life once again in leading a team, and give a speech once again possible. So overall, strong message, personal story, and strong eye contact as well. So if you improve, then it will be a wonderful speech. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhishek. Moving on with the last evaluator for today is Toastmaster Sudarshan, and he is going to evaluate Toastmaster Rajesh's speech.
Before I begin my evaluation, so as per the protocol, I would like to give the standing ovation to Toastmaster Rajesh. Requesting everyone, please stand. There is a quote: success is not determined by where you start, but how you responded to the challenge. Today's speech reflected exactly. So congratulations, Toastmaster Rajesh, for sharing inspiring journey with the honesty and authenticity. There were several aspects I truly admired about your speech today. The first one, your powerful storytelling. Your speech took us different phases of life, used from choosing hotel management against your parent wishes, struggling with English, facing criticism, and landing with building your successful career. That is the emotional moment. That is where you connected with the audience, and also when you call your mom from standard, STD booth. That is, it's like a strike a chord. You help the audience to connect with the emotional. Another aspects I truly, loved about your speech: audience engagement. You started with the hook question. How many of you choose your career without the passion? That is where the simple question immediately got the attention to the audience. So everyone think about how we choose in our life. That's where I reflected back how I started as engineer. Thus, another aspect, inspiring message. Your central message was clear. No matter where life begins. Your continuous learning and perseverances can transform your future. That is the amazing message you share to the audience. Your journey from hotel management, higher education, and eventually you joining the MNC, that was motivational and believable, Toastmaster Rajesh. I have few recommendations for you to move your speech to your next stage. One is improve your speech structure. Your transition from your personal journey to open 1, open 2, open 3, I felt slightly abrupt. So probably when you're talking about struggling with English, probably you could clearly label it. That is because of open 1, whether it's a strategy thinking or continuous learning. So that will connect to the audience. Your speech become more stronger and leave the audience for with impact. I have other recommendation for you. Add more vocal variety and pauses. For example, some moment when you call your parents, they said no. The brief pauses will help you audience to feel the weight of the moment. That is where you can improve upon. Overall, it was great speech, well structured. You got the great message. If you are focusing on your speech structure and pauses, probably your speech becoming a more good speech to great speech. That's it. Wish you all the best, Toastmaster Rajesh.
Thank you.
Let's hear for all the evaluators, please. Now moving on with the tag role takers, I'm going to call the timer for today, Toastmaster Ankita Khandalwal.
Hello everyone. So I'm back with my report. So in the prepared speeches, Vasudha was slightly above the time. She took 9 minutes, 4 seconds. Mohit Sharma took 15 minutes, 24 seconds. Shantanu took 6 minutes, 4 seconds. And Rajesh took 6 minutes, 24 seconds. Coming to the table topic, Shantanu took 1 minute, 27 seconds. Madhukar took 1 minute, 8 seconds. Sanat took 1 minute, 25 seconds. Mahesh, 2 minutes, because he is guest and I think it should be fine. Sujal took 1 minute, 2 seconds. Ravi, 1 minute, 8 seconds. And Gopi took 1 minute, 15 seconds. Coming to the speech evaluation, Abhinaya took 2 minutes, 37 seconds. Gajendra took 3 minutes, 48 seconds. Abhishek took 3 minutes, 27 seconds. And Sudarshan took 3 minutes, 14 seconds. Thank you.
The next role taker is the R counter. He is going to present the report here. So please put your hands together to welcome Toastmaster Venkateshan VK.
So the speech went very well. I have recorded our counter. I say the reports now. Toastmaster Abhinaya, hand is used 1 time, so 3 times, I 1 time. The repeat words 2 times. And coming to second person, Toastmaster Vasudha, used 2 times, and used 2 times, so used 4 times, but 3 times. And next, Toastmaster Mohit Sharma, and used 5 times, so used 6 times, but used 2 times. Yeah. Coming to Toastmaster Santanu, 6 times hand used, 3 times well, 3 times so, 3 times repeated, then words 3 times repeated. I repeated 7 times. Toastmaster Rajesh, and used 1 time, but used 2 times. And repeat words, people, circumferences, 2 times. Then I used 7 times. Toastmaster Gajendra Sharma, 2 times hand used, one time well used, but used one time. Toastmaster Abhishek Negi and used one time, so used 5 times. Toastmaster Sudarshan and used 2 times, so used 4 times. Repeats words I know 5 times are used. Toastmaster Sachin, but used 3 times, and repeat words are used 3 times. Table topics Toastmaster Varun, so used 4 times. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Now, the last one from the tag team is the grammarian. And the grammarian for today's Toastmaster Afzal is going to present his report now.
Thank you very much, Satish. So looks like the word of the day and the phrase of the day did strike a chord. We do have 5 uses of word of the day by Sudesh OP, Gajendra Sharma twice, Mohit, Sachin. Phrase of the day has been used thrice by Sudesh, Mohit, and Sudarshan. Let's give them a. Now, coming to some of the improvements, 5 peoples. It should be 5 people. Every challenge came. Every challenge came. This counter person. It should be the counter. My marks was 72. It should be my marks were 72. Someone tells. It should be someone told. Couple of quotes. I think we had 4 quotes uses today, but I would read out 2. When you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. The second one, I'm not the smartest person in the room, but I know how to bring smart people to work together. And some of the good words or phrases uses is evaluated, decisive, and perseverance. That's all.
With this, I'd like to begin my evaluation as a generic evaluator, starting with the overall proceedings of the meeting. The meeting started well on time, sharp at 4 o'clock. Kudos to the team. And for the guests, it was very warm welcoming, considering that there was a standee outside. It was very easy for us to figure out which room the meeting was conducted at. So kudos to the executive committee for organizing the standee at a place where everybody could see. Now, as a general observation, I could give few feedback. First one is to disable the web WhatsApp, because it was annoying at times. I could hear the clicking sound whenever someone sends the message. That's one. And probably could add a few ground rules specifically for the sergeant at arms to include people to enter, exit during clap, right? That's one observation. So now I'd like to give the feedback starting with the sergeant at arms. So there are a couple of pronunciation errors basically made by all the Toastmasters, specifically the club needs to work upon. It is sergeant at arms. It is not sergeant at arms. I made that mistake. I was corrected by the district director back then. So sergeant at arms is the right pronunciation. Sergeant at arms. The second one, most of the club members make mistakes saying evolutors or evolution. It is evaluation, evaluator, right? So keep these things in mind. That is generic observation. Starting with the sergeant at arms, he's taking up probably for the second or third time, even though he's not the sergeant at arms at the moment. He's going to take up the role from next week onwards. Kudos to you, because he has already played in the that challenge of becoming the sergeant at arms. So well done, Toastmaster Deepak Jose. Few areas that probably you may work upon is, first one is the pronunciation of the sergeant at arms. The second one, to imbibe by adding a couple of additional rules in case if you need an assistant sergeant at arms, someone can be at the door, locking the door, and ensure that entries exit only during the clap. The third one probably would be to mention an additional rule of the stage usage, because I can go out of the stage, but I'm not seen probably, right? So when you're mentioning that the rules, this is the area that we can use while we are presenting the stage. That can be appended in your rule book. So let's hear for Toastmaster Deepak. The second role taker for today is none other than the presiding officer. She is just winding up this term so that she can take up the next role from the next meeting onwards. That's going to be the immediate past president, I believe. Yes, nothing else. So she was all present, encouraging the guests to come up on the stage and give that 2 minutes or 1 minute speech so that everybody feels that they are motivated to be on the stage. Kudos to you on that one. Couple of areas that I would suggest that you may have to work upon would be, as a presiding officer, it's my privilege to open the meeting with the gavel. I've been giving that feedback, but sometimes it's missed. So the first thing that the presiding officer must do is, I bring this meeting to order. Then start with the story, what that you want to talk about. Second one probably would be, considering that is the last meeting that you're going to preside over, I would like to hear, like, what is that motivational message that she wants to give to us? What is that message that was missing? Even though you spoke about the theme of the day, the melodies of life, I would like to touch base upon a few more about that topic. Probably you sing a song and let's be reverberated with that kind of melody of life, right? So let's hear for Toastmaster. Toastmaster? Yeah, I'm on that. The next role taker for today is Toastmaster of the Day, our smiling Toastmaster Sachin. What I really liked about Sachin is he never shies away when it comes to taking up the role, be it the Toastmaster of the Day, the Toastmaster Evaluator, Sergeant Dance, he's one and all for us, right? And he took that role today. And the team, it was encouraging for us because everybody could connect with the music. Is there anyone who doesn't like music? Nobody, everybody laughs. That is the theme that is so powerful. Couple of areas probably you may have to work upon would be, as you come on the stage, I must know like what it is about, right? It is melody of life. What is melody of life? Maybe talk a little bit about melody of life. Maybe you sing and say that, okay, this is melody of life for me. Rather, you started directly with an activity. I really loved it, the way how it's planned. It was really well. Everybody could connect. The second thing would be to speak about what is coming up. What is the agenda? Because we have a lot of guests coming up. So they don't know what is planned for today. And we speak and we talk about some music, that's fine, but put out an agenda. What is the agenda for today? Today we are going to start with prepared speeches, table topics. This is how it goes. That would summarize the overall proceedings of the meeting. The third one would be, I would like you to really work upon the introduction because you're the Toastmaster of the Day, the face of the club. Probably we could introduce the members in a very structured way that they feel that they are empowered to be on the stage. So let's hear for Toastmaster Sachin for his wonderful work. Moving on to the table topic master. I really loved how you played that song, right? Everybody, even though most of them probably did not like the way that you presented in the way that you asked them, whether you want Hindi song, English song, maybe they don't know the song, but you really were calm and composed. You gave them the chance to speak, and everybody, fortunately, they spoke about the song, what was that was presented. I do not correlate to many of the songs because that was not my zone. But in fact, everybody said a few words. They used that 2 minutes. So let's hear for. Maybe a couple of things that you may have to work upon is to give the speaker the stage and you take the backstage. You saw like when people were on the stage, I was moving away. As a table topic master, you don't have to be there with them. Let them take up the stage. They may want to use the stage. Probably you take a back step, move away, and let them enjoy the show for the 2 minutes of stage time that has been given. So let's again hear for Toastmaster Varun. Now, my role here today is to evaluate the evaluators, not the speakers. So I'm going to evaluate this evaluation number one, Toastmaster Abhinayski. And kudos to you because you have taken up the role for the first time. Let's all hear that shout out. And as a novice, first time on the stage, as an evaluator, you did a fantastic job. You spoke about what went well for the speaker and what are the areas that they have to work upon. A couple of feedback areas that I must say is, your role is to see the objective of the speech and evaluate. So the feedback will go to Toastmaster Vasudha Singh on the presentation, right? Because it was all about the PowerPoint presentation. I would like you to trim a few slides so that you could conclude the speech on time, probably reduce 1 or 2 slides so that your speech could be concluded on time. And I would like you to reduce the number of words being used in the PowerPoint presentation, because I just want 1 or 2 bullet points. Otherwise, the focus is not on the not on you, rather it is on the PowerPoint presentation. The focus must be on the speaker. So keep in mind, kudos to both the speaker and the evaluator. The second evaluator who came on the stage was calm and composed, right? He was like a sea when it comes to calm. Every time I see him, he was the calm 2.0, as like Vasudha said, right? Calmness, overflowing. But at times, it's the monsoon season, right? The sea has to be like overflowing, or it will be very, 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 very tough and rough. So I'm going to give a few feedback. Toastmaster Mohit Sharma, what I really love is your calm and composed nature. You always bring that energy, calmness. You are never, in a hurry to present. That's kudos to you on that one. A few areas probably you may have to work upon is the structure of the evaluation. I would like you to structure in a way that these are the areas 1, 2, 3, the positive ones, because you have a tendency to summarize the speech. I don't want you to do that. Rather, I would like you to point 1, 2, 3. These are the number 1, 2, 3 areas to work upon, and these are the areas of improvement. So let's hear for Toastmaster Mohit Sharma for his calmness. The third one is none other than Toastmaster Abhishek Negi. He had a very well-structured evaluation. He presented his evaluation in a structured way, starting with point 1, 2, 3, and the areas of improvement 1 or 2. As a general perception, I would say that all the evaluators, what they must do is, the first thing they must say, when you are evaluating a speech from Pathways, is the objectives of the speech is met or not. Because you are not objecting the content of the speech, or rather you're not evaluating the overall speech per se. Your focus must be to evaluate the objectives of the speech. So you have to specifically mention the objectives are met or not. That was missed by all the evaluators. I know that most of them are quite new, but keep it a practice to say that one out loud, saying that the objectives are met or not. Your evaluation was very clinical, very well structured. You encouraged the speaker in such a way that they feel motivated. Then you gave the points of areas of improvement and what went really well. Keep up the good work. Kudos to you. And the last evaluator is Toastmaster Sudarshan, another clinical evaluation. I was taking note that, he missed out on giving the standing ovation. But he surprised me saying that, let's hear that standing ovation for Toastmasters, Rajesh. Wow, fantastic work. Because considering that he's doing the second part, I would have missed out, but he didn't miss out. So let's hear for Toastmasters. Again, it was a very motivational evaluation. Your job as an evaluator is to motivate the speaker. And he has done it in such a way that you are amazing. That's the feedback for you. Try to avoid the words like amazing, fantastic, great job. Rather, find out something else. That's the feedback given to me, my mentor. So find replacements for these words so that we don't feel that cliched when it comes to giving an evaluation. Now moving on with the tag roll takers, starting with the timer for today. You're taking for the first round? Taking for the first time, the timer roll. Let's hear for timer. She was calm and composed as well, not in a hurry, presented the report in a very well-structured way. One word I would like to hear from you would be who are disqualified, especially when they overshoot the time. Like, for example, Toastmaster was the overshoot, and from the evaluators who overshoot the time. Yeah. So say it out loud. These two are disqualified. They must be excluded from the vote, right? So let's hear for Toastmaster and our counter, Toastmaster integration, fantastic job doing for the first time. Kudos to you. I don't have done it that way. Your report was very detailed. And one suggestion for all the tag roll takers would be to take up that book, right? As a club, we have the booklet for the grammarian, our counter, the timer. That has the records who has done in the past and what are the areas that they have to work on. So as an counter for you, going forward, I would give you an additional challenge to see through the book to see that, okay, as a club, what are the words that we have to work upon? You said so were used by multiple people multiple times, but what is that one threat word? What is that one filler word as a club that we have to improve upon, go through the past records and find out? So let's hear for the outcome of the Toastmaster Grid. For the last from the tag team, Ramarian, he was again clinical. He presented the report very well. Mentioned about the word usage, the phrase of the day usage, and he twisted it in such a way that what are the areas that we have to work upon, right? Because as a club, we must first know how we are doing. So that's what exactly presented the areas that we have to work upon, without mentioning the names of the people who use the wrong usage of the words or the phrase of the day or the sentence in general. And he encouraged the members who have used the word of the day, phrase of the day, the good word usage as well. Again, one more thing, one suggestion I would give you is to use the records and see, like, okay, as a club, how are we doing in terms of the grammar? Are we improving? Any pronunciation errors I would like to hear, because I make mistakes as well. I was given feedback, and you don't have to worry about being a distinguished Toastmaster, or your background doesn't really matter. You have to be critical when you have to be. You must be. So with this, that's all my evaluation to the club. With this, I'd like to hand over the stage back to the smiling Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, DTM Suresh, for a wonderful feedback. Everyone going to implement for the next meeting. The feedback is given by those DTM Suresh. It's time to wind up the meeting, and we're already delayed. Before handing all the stage to setting officer, I would like to close the theme that is melodies of life. In the third perspective of my life, I about the melodies of life. It's not about only the music or the scoldings and the third part is where in the previous days or in our olden days, we used to listen the sound of birds, sound of animals, everything. Right now, because of urbanization, because of buildings, because of flyovers, and so many things, we're losing the part. We're not listening anything in the morning whenever we wake up. At the school days, we used to listen in the morning at early morning, 6 o'clock or in the morning, 7 o'clock, we used to listen. Now, nowadays, we are not doing. So, we need to grow multiple trees, we need to cultivate so many things we need to do. This is the, as a Sachin, I am a Sachin, as a MOC of the day, closing. So, I'm Sachin Kumaran, signing off as a MOC of the day, and I go to the stage to presenting works.
Thank you, Sachin, and maybe have one last round of applause to our TM Modi for today for handling the meeting so well. Well, I know Toastmasters and guests, we are overshooting time, but I think I would take another roughly 10 minutes. So before that, before going ahead, the first thing is the vote. Vote for the best speaker, evaluator, and table topics speaker. And I'll be sending a link. I sent a link already in the members group. So kindly use it and scroll it and go to the vote for today's best speaker and click on the red tab. And for the guests, there is a scanner. Yeah. So the scanner that will be displayed, kindly scan it and vote. Especially for the guests, there is a last thing at the end to enter your number, name, and your feedback. So please fill it so that we would, the BPM team, the membership team, would reach out to you. So I repeat once again, once you click the link, scroll to the red tab, red button, vote for today's best speakers. Online audience, do we have anybody? Rajesh, right? What? Send the report.
It is already there. So the same one, last page.
So I hope everyone is done. In the meantime, we have a presentation of the previous term, the current term, that is Jan to June 2026. We have the expenses, the club maintenance fee. And for that, I would like to call upon the treasurer of the term, calm and comfort as he will describe, Mohit Sharma, to please present the report.
Clear? Not clear. Zoom. Is weak. Clear now? Come forward. Okay, I believe it should be clear. If not, then please come forward.
Okay, you can read out.
Okay. So you know about the term. Like as a club, we generally runs the 2 term in a year. One is start from Jan to June. Now we are going to end the first term of this year, 2026. The next term will be started from July to December. Okay. So this is our report. Basically, as a treasurer, and will be representing this our club, how we performed during this term 1. If you see, when we entered in this club, in this term number 1, we created one budget because we also want to understand what kind of expenses we are going to incur, if it is going to be exceed or less, how we can maybe balance our incoming, right? So we found that the last term, the 2025, the second term, we got this number as an opening balance, 1,21,000, 1,29,000, 129, right? This number. Then this number, somewhere we were expecting that, because you know, when we are collecting the money from you, it is everything we are not keeping with us. Only some portion of 300 rupees or 500 rupees we are keeping with us. Rest we are transferring to Toastmaster International. So this 84,000 rupees, we were expecting that we will keep whatever collection we made from you in our club. So that was 84,000. The total amount we were expecting around 13,129, and this was the expenses we budgeted. Okay. And we expected that when we will end this term 1, we should have around roughly 73,000 something odd number in our kitty or pocket. So against this budget, how we perform, right? So the same opening will remain same because it can't change. On the others number, so from the total number, we collected from all of you in the name of new joiner or renewal. Maybe one more thing. Renewal, when we talk about, the renewal cycle is little different. It is not Jan to June. It is from April to September, right? So this year, in the month of say March or April, we collected 3,62,445 from the renewal side, 40,777 from the new joiner side, and this 29,421 we refunded also, because you all people know that initially we collected per month 500 rupees initially, but later on our club decided no, 500 is little high, let it reduce to 350. So the balance 150 rupees we refunded to everyone. The total amount we refunded 29,421, and the 2,70,000 rupees we put up in the TMI balance. We shifted this number from India to US. And you know, when we are making the payment to outside India, it generally happens through card, and card charges some amount, right? Affects conversion charges. So total conversion charges we were debited by the credit card agency 6,421. So net again 84,000 rupees, somewhere around 95 to 92 rupees left in our kitty to spend. And this maybe series was maybe run by who run this speech craft? Kavina. So Kavina took some initiative in this term, and from that we collected 5,994 also. So overall, in this term, we were having around 2,30,415 rupees to spend. Again, these are the actual. Okay. Zoom, we didn't maybe spend anything. On this Google Drive also, we didn't do anything. On this IFIM, recently our club officers met with this management of IFIM and we took some bouquet, etc. So that was spent for this 800 rupees. And this is the milestone expenses. So we expected around 40,000 rupees and we spent 30,927. And this is the breakup of this entire amount. Right? You all enjoyed in this milestone meeting. I'm coming down on this reward and recognition to members. Sometimes people get the award, maybe mentors in the form of books, or maybe some had a little longer time. So we used to award them. Okay. So Mr. Card and etc. and books, the 3,466,000 rupees totaling to that. This is the badge expenses. So whenever any new member are entering in our maybe club, we used to facilitate him in the form of badging or some other stuff. So as you know, we have entered some new members and we spent some maybe badge related expense also on it. A t-shirt. T-shirt are here. So we will give you at the end of this meeting. So 25,876 we pay to the vendors. So t-shirt are here. We will definitely distribute to everyone. Operational expenses, like when we run our meeting, we also take one break also, 10 to 15 minutes. We always go downside and take some break, maybe samosas, okay, tea, coffee. And this is the expense of that. Okay. On the downside, if I come in, some evolution contest we maybe did in this term, that expense going to that 5,117. And on the bottom, if you see some club assets also we procured in this term, 40,532. You are seeing this webcam or tripod and some USB cables. This expense belongs to that. So overall, again, 2,30,000 rupees. We spend 94 maybe thousand and 1,35,000 is still in our kitty. Okay. If you can say against the current term renewal, we almost spent the same amount. So whatever remaining, it is from the opening, more or less, right? So this is my treasurer report, and I transferred my KT also to the new treasurer. So anything else, any question on this presentation, tell me and Mayola will be happy to answer.
So that is a speech craft. So that is as part of a DTM project. So they do that. So they have a presentation or speech and all for a few days for external members. They call who are non-Toastmaster. They call them and we give them some sessions and then they pay that money goes to the Toastmaster. Yeah, like that.
Also the 29 or 21 for refund to members.
Yes, each number.
So that number looks like because 150 we refunded, but here it's like odd number, right?
No, because we collected considering different things. Maybe FX impact also is there. We collected with 95, we paid 94. So we take everything when we computed this 29,424. We didn't keep any single rupee in our kitty. So whatever number we supposed to be refunded, we refunded. So many people receive 129 rupees also, right? Done. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Mohit, and thank you, everyone. New member kit, can we do it next? Okay, now we have a new member kit going to be presented by our VPM, Sachin.
Hello everyone, I'm not going to put much time. Like every time we're going to add new members in this term also. We added 2 new members. One is Venkatesha and one is Nitin. Today Nitin is not available. That's why I'm going to give this cake for the Venkatesha. All the best, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Sachin. Now we'll have the results, but before that, 2 announcements I have. So next week we will be having a standard meeting. So please book your speeches. Come forward for evaluations as well. There'll be a table topic segment and also there'll be a fun segment as well. So please do come next week for the standard meeting. And 11th of July, we have the new XCOM team elect who's going to be taking over. So we have the installation ceremony. we'll have something special planned as well. So the new elect kindly be present and mark the date. It's 11th of July. Yes, that's all from my side. And coming to the results, I'm not who was this. Okay. So I'll give away chocolates. Coming to the best speaker, we have Toastmaster Rajesh. Step Rajesh are online. Chocolate with me.
Thank you.
Best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Abhishek Negi. Best table topic speaker goes to guest Gopi. Best role player goes to Toastmaster Sudesh. Best auxiliary role player goes to Grammarian Toastmaster Afzal. That's it from my side, and congratulations to all the winners. And to the theme Melodies of Life, I would like to end by saying, while playing an instrument, we select the chords, the beats, and we play that perfect cadence or symphony. If in the same way, let's pick up the positive things in our life, good things in our life, the passion in our life, and in the same way, have a beautiful symphony created and enjoy our life and take hold of our happiness, because at the end of it, no one takes charge of your happiness but you. So with that note, let me officially close meeting number 557 as closed. Thank you everyone for coming, and the guests also. We have seen such a huge number of guests. Thank you so much, and please let us have a group photo together. Right.